this one started. Let's see who's going to be able to come out on top.
Mind control can just rotate in and axe, and he just gets all the gold and the neutral creeps, so Chrislock has to be super careful there.
We are seeing a tri-lane here in the top lane. They're putting a decent amount of harass over onto Weehop at the pass stack with Stinger. Is he gonna be able to do it? No, they get the kill.
Schofield
going over to Schofield.
Yeah, I like how much why they set up the lanes the way they set them up. Now Kuro comes.
Yeah, Frost Shield gets thrown out.
Axis.
Oh, he dodges, sidesteps. Chrislock does need to be careful though. I don't think, can he get that final hit? The Frost Shield almost does it. Spiderlings will chase down their prey. They'll get a kill and they'll try to hold mind control a little bit more. But like we said, those axes just starting to shred through top lane. Schofield sitting very, very low. But it looks like he's going to be able to juke around. They'll get a kill on the courier. And Weehaw trying to run away from this dinosaur. Lelis slowly but surely drops the fire spark and he gets the kill.
And play around him, because if you are on your side of the map, he will scout you out, he will use those wild axes and you will fall. Just like here. Once again, that's 2 deaths in a row.
Lich pulling back in. They have the Frost Shield trying to get some damage onto GH. I'm not sure they have quite enough. That Frost Shield though, the Spiders, they'll find it. Nicely done. Mind control trying to run away, and there's some more hungry babies there, Lizard. Gonna try to body block. One more hit. Here it goes, right up the hill. And there it is. She's brood mama.
Hungry babies.
She's a mother.
Brood mamacita on that.
Brood mamacita. There we go. GH Avalanche toss right back to Weehaw here. Lelis taking a lot of damage. Drops the Firestone. They're going to try to make this play. Schofield, he's got the damage. He's going to try to get over the waiting rip. Can he find the final hit in here? No, it's going to be Weehaw with just 40-something hit points surviving.
This time around.
And we get a little bit of South American flair coming out now. How do you tip GH though? Mind control, middle lane.
You just angered the Dota god.
I know, like how do you do that? He's so lovely. Doesn't manage to get the chain frost off. There's a lot of these spider babies nearby, but in comes Weehaw. He's gonna back up mind control as they're gonna wait patiently. They want this kill on Chrislock. He is just not having a game. They drop the hammer and he's out of here.
I don't know. He went for the he didn't go for the diffusal blade. Instead, he went for Orchid, and I think that's good.
This is a good pickoff if they're able to find it. Because the TP's coming through. The Fear Spell dragging him back in. Might have been better to almost let him snap, but again, they're following up. They've got the Beastmaster. He's silenced up. He can't do anything. He's gonna fall. And now Weehaw, he can't get away fast enough either. Chrislock getting himself a double kill, and he's still hungry. He's gonna chase after GH. They're a little bit too slow, though. I'm not sure if they're gonna be able to do it, but with that Atos, oh heck yeah, they're gonna be able to grab him up and probably just slice him to ribbons.
Amazing.
Triple kill. All of a sudden, Brood, she's here. Miracle, he shows up to this fight. He wants to see what he can do. He's going to start putting some pressure onto Lelis. I believe Lelis should probably fall here if he decides to go for the chase. Stinger TPs himself out. Lelis going and popping the stick. He's just being chased forever by Miracle, who eventually does get the kill.
After the sticks, he had a second there to use the Pit of Malice, but he's probably dead anyway. Hector here might TP away or just infest. Let's see what
he's trying to run. And they're thinking about maybe going in. You can see they threw the Orchid out over onto the OD, but Hector, he's not looking good. He's just evaporated.
But Hector, why, son?
Why? Yeah.
The Rage and TP. This kind of a game, it's so good at the moment. I believe it's the best item for him that he could have gotten.
That's a nice find here from Mind Control. Though Schofield jumps forward. He's going to lose his life as now Tiny GH is going to get hold into place with that Dream Coil. The toss back over onto the puck. He doesn't seem like he minds though because he's got the rest of his team to back him up.
All right, Mox. I think I might be getting a little bit more faith in your SA boys.
Okay, so they did go back for that.
I actually don't mind it at all. The fights are stretched out across the map so heavily that Aghanim allows her to do this.
Yeah, Lelis, he got tossed back immediately, but now Chrislock joining in the fight. He's going to try to just target down. Nice Astral coming up from Weehaw. We'll buy them a little bit more time. GH is just blocked in the corner with all of these spiders as K1 just going to town on Kuroki. They find the kill. Another silence coming out on the back lines. Weehaw trying to get away, trying to juke in these trees, but he puts out that Astros, trying to take down these spider babies. He's cleaned up quite a bit, but it doesn't matter. Chrislock, mother is hungry.
He had that BKB queued up, but got this instead, and I love it. I said that he needed something different, and this basically allows him to follow up, perhaps even get here in time. Let's see.
Are they going to be able to grab this kill? Because that would be huge. Schofield eventually did take down the Orchid.
He's here. Chrislock is everywhere because he has this Axe Orchid So effective. I love it. DH, you better run.
He's trying to. He blinks over into the corner.
Mama is coming.
Mother is coming, baby.
All right. You need it, but at least it allows them to go straight into the pit.
And you don't have to worry about that chain frost to jump forward again from GH. He's got Weehaw. There's going to be the buyback, though, coming out from Lich. He wants to be a part of this fight. Schofield trying to duck himself away. He just gets stuck in the trees, but it's okay. They'll help him out, and they'll murder him at the same time. Do you have a Broodmother, though? Look at this bait and switch. They're back there. You can see already they're buying back, and they want to take this fight. There's going to be the roar over onto K1. They've already taken down Stinger, who Bob Hack, and now he's going to have to try to run himself away. He cannot do it, though. He's slowed down. It's just too many people chasing after K1. He's slowed. But look at the damage that they're putting on the tower. They have to TP back right now already.
And you lost all of that momentum that you had.
Oh dear. This is feeling vaguely familiar. Although this time you do have the rest of the team nearby. They're gonna wait patiently for this Astral to wear off. K1 goes right back in again. They're just trying to go after. We have beautiful Dream Coil coming out, but on the back lines they're gonna go and they'll be able to roar over onto that spider. But look at all the bounces that are coming out here from. They're trying to get him out. They're gonna be able to do it. The first shot comes out. He's got the BKB. They go back around. Riaz gets taken down as now the rest of the team chase down Kuroki. He's trying, but it's just not looking good. It's gonna be curtains for him as he does grab himself that creep. Puck's not even done. He's hoping that maybe he can grab a mind control, but he's not gonna be able to find it as now Miracle forced out of his own jungle. Easy peasy out. Easy peasy. But the middle lane again, they love chasing down Weehaw. Spider leg, spider versus spider. Who's the better spider? It's not looking like Weehaw. Then comes Miracle. He's joining in the fight. He's got his eyes on Crystal, but there's a BKB coming out. They get the kill onto Weehaw despite using the hand of God. Beautiful roar coming out from mind control. They'll slow them down just a little bit, but we get these nice bounces on the back line. Lelis just chonking away over here at Miracle. Can he get away fast enough? He's just ticking down. They need a little bit more damage, and the puck coming forward. That's going to be the Aegis taken down as the rest of the team. Can they get into position? Do they have this? The silence Manta out from Miracle. He's just trying to retreat, trying to get back into the base on the back lines. Mind control. It's going to get slowed down. GH also running away. Curl will be the first to fall as now GH not going to be able to get back to home.
Lelis is literally raining hell on them. He's on fire. He's just doing so much at the same time. Heck.
Lelis has definitely been doing his own share of the work. We talked about just, you know, these really nice angles, especially that fight over by the Roche pit, right? Being able to have the pit of malice just as a choke point hold.
Lelis is my man.
But here,
like, look at him.
Weehaw opening up.
There's the BKB.
There's the roar. They're going to be able to go grab up to Puck. Is he still going to be able to make it? And he ducks out. He's still alive. Schofield goes. He drops that Dream Coil. He's actually still alive and kicking in the back line. GH, he's trying to get himself out. Will force forward. Now Kuro taking a lot of damage on the back lines. They get the kill onto Kuro. They're going to drag right back again as they find the kill onto GH. Can he run away again? The Astral. It's only prolonging the inevitable, Lizard, because he can't run away. And the triple kill and no buyback on the OD.
For what? For Puck? They tried to kill him. They failed. They lost 3, and now they go straight towards their base. Yeah, Miracle and mind control. I think you missed the base. You need to defend the other side.
Well, they've come back, but is it too late? The Fearsall again dragging them back. A nice roar coming out from mind control. But look at this damage bouncing around. They'll go and they'll hold down. Curl is going to be the first to get taken down as now Crystal. He's fighting with Miracle. It's Miracle against the world of fields right now. He's trying to find a target, but everyone's just ducking and diving and going all over the place. Crystal, he's a gigantic spider as he's just crunching away on a PL. He's gone. There's no PL. They're still hungry. They're chasing after this mind control. Look at Lelis. He's just galloping like a crazy dinosaur over here.
Man, Lelis is such a monster.
Weehaw is over in the corner. It's trying to take down Chris Luck, but he needs some backup. He's got GH there, and they're just chasing him right back all the way to the fountain. Look at that chain frost coming out from Stinger. Just takes him down, and now GH, he just silently awaits his fall. GG comes out.
GG, what a game. You know what, NIGMA, they won a lot.
And when we come back, we're going to have game number 2 of the series.
Pick themselves into a very tough position, NIGMA.
Yeah, and I mean, this is definitely not the time.
Yep, this matchup as well, I think this was, I don't know for we. Lina is decent in the lane. Let's just see this.
They're really just slugging away down here. Hector, no, he doesn't get it. it. It's gonna be first blood.
It gives you that extra armor necessary to sustain all the damage that's coming from Kuro and mind control. So good itemization. I'm happy that he isn't rushing that Maelstrom like some players do right now.
Oh, the hold into place. GH getting caught in the cogs with Schofield and Lilith. Can he get down? He manages to get himself a kill though, right before they take down the clock.
Listen, I don't think you want to be caged with GH, no matter how nice he is.
No.
He has that much damage on his ET. I have a feeling their biggest problem is the fact that Lelis, Clock and TA aren't playing together at all. They're always picked off on their own. It's a very similar situation right now, but they are around the shrine.
They're gonna go right. The Doom comes out onto Lost, plus the Winter's Curse is told of the slitch right into place. Laguna gets used in the back end, so that's 2 ultis getting used on the Underlord. Stinger will fall, so he tries to put out some of this damage, but wait, Crystal gets a kill on Miracle?
Mm-hmm. Miracle died, but it looks
looks like Hector is soon for the grave as well. So he's trying to move away just fast enough. They've got the vision on him.
Fast.
TP comes
Where
down.
is this movement speed coming from? That's Formula 1 right there, Nikes. Race car Nikes. 400 movement speed, alright. Chris Luck is here.
Chris Luck, yeah, Chris Luck, he knows that they don't have Doom. They don't have the Winter's Curse anymore. Although they do have Alina coming in from the backlines, but in comes Hector. Again, Chris Luck needs to be careful. Aegis just runs out here as Chris Luck, he can't get his way fast enough, is going to get taken down. Chain Frost, couple of these nice bounces, should be able to get the kill onto GH as he will fall. And the trap's going to get popped over on the side as now Schofield, he's trying, Weeha, he's going to get taken out. Mind control, the Fierce Throw comes out from Stinger, just luring him in with those eyes. Plus the Frost Shield, in comes Lelis, and this should be a very dead Doom.
Yeah, they do take down 4, but that's literally Chris bad luck, not Chris luck, as that Aegis ran out. But now that they got that BKB, now that Schofield has created so much space, they can strike.
Well, they find this opening in Kuroki. Hook shot comes through from Schofield. They'll go throw out those cogs. And on the back line, I hear a BKB going off, and I hear a Doom as well, as now it looks like Chris Luck, he needs to back up from the rest of his team. Lelis is here. He's going to try to put some space between the TA and the rest of the team.
Lel is the bodyguard. He doesn't go.
He's trying. He's got that. He's got that big chunky body here. So he's going to pull back in. And on the back line, Schofield, he's just trying to separate. And that's one of the great things about this clockwork, is he's able to zone. Sleep gets used again onto Tia. She does not have that BKB, and they've got her all locked up. It's just a dead Chris Luck as Hector joining back in the fight, but he doesn't have the rest of his team right now. He's got Schofield nearby, and he's just a little bit out of range from the Winter's Curse. Otherwise, I think that would have ended up being a kill for the Winter Wyvern. Instead, it's going to be a kill for Weeha.
Range or rage, I'm not certain, but he did manage to get away from Clock in the end and move away, but they do not dare to go on Kuro, I believe, because it's also high ground, and they're not certain if he has his ulti back up.
More aggression coming out from Team NIGMA. They just want to race well, so they'll be able to. Schofield going in with that hook shot. Manages to grab over one. The Fierce Ball dragging right back in over onto Weeha. They need some of these good bounces, but they're not getting any of these. What is this luck? Weeha now, it does eventually pop because of Chris Luck. Schofield, yeah, this is just, it just keeps happening. Kuro, oh, can he get away faster? No, he's going to get taken out. The buyback comes out from Weeha. He managed to get the Light Striker right. He'll take down Hector as Chris Luck, he's got that BKB, but he doesn't have the backup of his team. He needs help, and he's not gonna find it.
NIGMA looks completely in control at the moment.
Get the, to balance out the equilibrium for the Roche.
No, it's all right. It's a decent objective, but...
Oh boy. Schofield, the jump forward from Chris Luck. This Yules, though, coming out from Weeha has helped out so many times. They still had some vision over into Miracle, but he is going to be able to get out. They're still checking. They're looking for that hook shot. They don't quite manage to find it. As they manage to see Kuro stuck over on top. They've got the Rod of Atos. Weeha just dishing out some damage. Just feels very clunky right now.
This doesn't feel great for BEASTCOAST.
No, they get a Winter's Curse off on the side. They have a Lifestealer Bomb inside of Lelis right now. So just kind of man-fighting their way through. The Infest will pop back out. They can see Miracle over on the side. They managed to find the kill onto Mind Control.
That's pretty good, but they lost
They keep losing Chris Luck, and that is not where you want to be if you have a TA. Stinger, he's already died. How many times has he died in the past? Like 2 minutes.
He didn't buy the ticket for the bus, so they just left him behind and went back to the fountain.
It's just, how do you even get over to that side of the map right now?
It's on your side.
It is, but every time you show up, that happens.
I mean, you feed, but you feed for the greater good.
But he didn't even even do any good over there. He just died.
That's
and it
his
looks
fault.
like Lelis now just gonna get chased down by 4 heroes on the side of NIGMA. He's got a life stealer bomb in him. I don't know what's really gonna help out here though as the infest wears off. He's doomed up immediately. NIGMA, they're just ready. They want this. They've got this aggression, and they're gonna just find themselves a kill on Hector on the back lines. You can see Schofield and Chris Luck are here. Can they even get this kill on Carl? They do have the BKB. Looks like Schofield's gonna be next to fall. Chris Luck though, he needs to get out of there. He needs to get out of there really, really fast. It's Miracle. It's just throwing his weight around here. Chase down Schofield, gets the kill, and turns his attention now over to Chris Luck, who luckily can blink away thanks to that refraction. Lelis is there. Why? He just randomly showed up.
He bought back as well, so that's a dieback from him and mitigates the damage from the Desolator, most importantly.
Oh boy, Hector had the spider legs just keep running over here. It's gonna try to man by Miracle, but there's mind control nearby. So that Rage tries to run away. Spider legs giving him that free pathing right down to Lelis. They'll go throw down the Pit of Malice, and they've got a Lotus Orb though. Lelis throwing out the Atos. There's the clumsy net being thrown out again as he does have a life story in him. He's gonna pop back out. There, the Doom is gonna get used again over onto Hector, who's gonna have to walk away from this fight. Schofield placed in kind of an awkward position as they went and they healed up, and he is gonna just get taken down by Miracle. So you get a couple of these chain frost bounces, but they're not really doing anything. And Hector, he's still here. They managed to go throw down the Winter's Curse, and all he can do now is he has to come fight. He has to just fight through it. He's not going to be able to run away from this right now. GH gets taken down by Chris Luck as they're chasing after Stinger. Curl trying to flap those wings. Helps out a little bit with Stinger, and Miracle really not needing that much of help. How do you take this guy down? And Hector just chasing after Wii.
Yeah, we will be able to get out in the end. He messed that fight up a little bit. The LSA didn't connect on time, and now they again.
All right, Chris Luck. Oh, look how fast he's just getting taken out here. They will finally find the kill onto mind control, but Chris Luck, he's just evaporated. Now Hector versus this PL. He's not going to win this battle. He needs help. Weeha's coming around the corner too. There's going to be the Yules. They're setting up for that LSA. As still Hector, he's got no mana, he's got no help, and now Schofield probably going to die for trying to help out his friend. So Spider Legs can only carry you so far, sir. Look at this chase though, Lizard. Weeha eventually cleaning up on Schofield. Hector just trying to buy some time, but it's a godlike Miracle. And this is the PL that we know and love from him.
On left side, we might see Lelis falling here. Once again, he is very beefy, but they do dish out quite a lot of damage between the two of them. The Orchid as well.
We watched him take the Chain Frost to the face. Couple of hits from the TA just felt like a tickle.
They don't have the damage anymore. He has Butterfly and Hearts and the Greater Fairy Fire. How do you even take him down?
That is the question that BEASTCOAST is trying to figure out, Lizard. And they'll find Lelis and just... he's gone.
Yeah, he was trying to see if Pit of Malice plus Firestorm is gonna do the thing, but it didn't.
SPL is just so incredibly strong. It's gotta make you feel better if you're an NIGMA fan right now, right? Because the first game you can't believe it's happened, but seeing him in the full stride, being able to man fight pretty much anyone like this. Look at this, Hector, he's trying. He's got the Frost Shield on, but Miracle's just too powerful.
So the plan is to lose the lanes? Is that it?
I don't know, maybe. We have finding the kill on Schofield and Hector. He's got to get Glimmer caped up. He can't stow toe-to-toe with Miracle. The GG does get called. NIGMA gonna bring us to a game number 3.
Game number 3, not only for NIGMA's fans, but for fans of everyone that loves this game, because the first game was really excellent for everyone from SA. We loved it. We love a good comeback. Broodmother was amazing. At the same time, we really do love a good comeback.
That's the only thing, right? If they can play around that, he gets these early items, he's going to be able to delete hero.
It's just crazy. I'm wondering if both of these teams really put a lot of stock into just countering one another almost, right? Top play, the first blood though going to Hector. Stinger was TPing out, didn't want to have to deal with Miracle.
Actually, I don't. I don't see Disruptor mid a lot, but my wild guess is Yules, Whale, Agnes, something like that. I think those items are really great, and after that, the Blink Dagger. And you pretty much have the same.
Oh, good.
TPO.
Good knockback. Oh, it doesn't matter. They're able to kill on Hector. It's a scary prospect with that Aghanim Scepter, the fact that you're able to just make an AoE Doom. Oh, mid lane? Nice glimpse coming back. He wants to go back in, though. And
He might die
with the up. Does he have it? He's got the kill on Chris Luck. Schofield, though, going to be able to punish him as he makes his own rotation to this mid lane. Looking pretty comfortable for the most part.
They're just farming across the map, farming creeps, farming heroes as well.
Oh, there's that damage, and Hector will get himself a kill.
That's some extra gold for Hector, who has just died twice in a row, so it's pretty good for him.
And they're going to just dive right after this Winter Wyvern. It is not safe to have any of these heroes down here, because you see the Batrider just throwing down stacks of Sticky, Firefly, and that's a crispy Wyvern.
And remember that
GH taking care of the jungle. This is very scary. Again, they just send in one at a time. Although there is backup this time around. They'll turn back on to Kuroki, who's going to be able to go fly over. There's the Decrepify. Chris Luck's taking a lot of damage. They want to get this calm mind control. They'll find it. Now Schofield, he's just crisping away with all of that Firefly. Chris Luck also needing some help. He doesn't quite have that damage, but there it is. They managed to get the kill before Chris Luck is taken down. Weehaw trying to run away. The body blocks coming out from Stinger, as well as that Splinter Blast. Just going to go Decrepify again, but body block stuns the whole kit. Do they have enough damage to take him down, though? No, who's going to turn right back around? Get that life drain going.
Yeah, that Splinter Blast was never going to connect. That's your position 5, then that kind of a kill is fine. It happens. And Knives just rages and kills you. But that's your mid disruptor that just died to Miracle. Just running him down casually.
Yeah, Schofield is struggling to just run away. The Decrepify comes out from We Have Life Drain, body blocks, and it's a dead Nyx assassin. Lelis is here, but he can't do all that much. As again, you know, you can see this Winter Wyvern trying to find an opening. It's trying to bounce back, goes right over near Miracle. They'll go and it doesn't even matter. They take down the Winter Wyvern. Can they get this duel? That's a beautiful, beautiful ultimate as they're able to go and trap several of these heroes. They get the kill on Weehaw, but they need more damage, Lizard.
Chris Luck.
Stack, it's gonna get silenced. They try to purge it off. Lelis protecting him a little bit longer. But how do you take down this Miracle? Lasso gets used onto Lelis. He's just dragged right back into 4 heroes.
That's where it's charged, just below, well, 1k below the Nyx. At this, oh, there we go.
There's a Chronosphere over in the mid lane. Do they have damage, though, is again the question. They'll slow him down.
Yep, he just got relocated away, and that's it.
He's out, just like that. They will be able to get some dual damage onto Lelis, so that
is just setting these things up. Schofield goes with that Spike Carapace.
I want to go right back in. That's a good Winter's Curse, except it's backwards, it looks like. And now Hector is trying to run away, and he can't. Miracle just will not give up on him.
And we see one Static Storm after another used with no success whatsoever.
Look at GH, he's just leading that charge. You can feel that aggression, turns his attention over to Chris Luck. The rest of the team, though, over behind that tower. The tether coming through, over onto Miracle, who rages right out, and they find a kill on Lelis.
But, you know what, in that first match, they did prove us wrong, so maybe they've got something sneaky planned.
They showed a lot of strength in the first game for sure, but I mean, you're going up against NIGMA. This is a very strong team. This is Kuro and the boys. You don't just, you know, mess around with this. Again, over onto the high ground. Stinger gonna have to fly away. They just delete Schofield as Kuro they have so much vision game too. We talked about that on some of the panel, right? It's just so hard.
We talked about that during that last game. They were just avoiding the map so well, and in this game, oh, there's the curse. Is there a follow-up?
There's no follow-up. That's the problem.
Also, Mind Control's AoE silence is so significantly.
Okay, they're gonna go in for the duel. They do manage to land the Static Storm. They'll get the dual damage off. Now they're gonna try to make some moves onto GH. They'll pop that little bubble. Miracle band fighting against K1, though. He's not gonna be able to get away fast enough, as they'll use a heal. Buyback's gonna come out from the Pugna. You can hear that lasso dragging him back. Do they have the damage, though, this time? They don't quite have it. Mind Control juking around the trees, but he is caught. And on the other side, you've got Kuroki trying to provide some assistance. He does have a lifestealer bomb, and they'll take down Mind Control. Everyone's sitting so low right now, but they just keep dancing around. Stinger, he's got so many stacks of Sticky as they find another kill from Miracle, and they're still looking here. K1 stuck in the trees. He can't get out. He finds the kill on Kuroki, rather, and now there's going to be GH coming back in again, trying to heal them up. They're man fighting over here. Hector's still alive. He's got the Chronosphere, though. It's looking really nice as they get the kill onto GH. Sorry, they'll turn back around to GH, and Miracle, he's just trying to chase after Chris Luck. He'll find the kill. Do they have enough to take down Miracle? They've got the duel. They've got the blade mail. Do they have the damage. It's looking really good, and there it is, as everyone on the side of BEASTCOAST.
Folks, you're making similar fights, but change objectives, change their priorities. This Wisp needs to die first, this Pugman needs to die first.
Well, they do manage to find a kill onto Kuro, so he's not going to be a part of this fight. And again, we get that Winter's Curse holding them in place, but they don't have anything to lock them in. They just walk on out. That's not how you want to see this, and if Silence is going to come out there, got the Yule Scepter, they should be able to find a kill onto Mind Control, maybe a little bit of dual damage too. So that's working out for the side of BEASTCOAST here, but now they need to be careful. The Force Staff away, it's paying off as they can see this IO, the reload out, and they're waiting patiently. Hector forcing everyone back. You can tell they kind of want to stay in the area, so he has a tether out target, but they're just going to chase after Weeha. And then right back here, can they finish off Miracle? They get the kill on Schofield.
What happened? He just moved into that blast.
I don't know. They'll get the kill onto GH, I have a feeling. He's looking, but doesn't have anyone to tether.
Also, I have to say that Wisp got the best possible item so far for himself.
Haunted back, Miracle thinks about going. Mind Control's not giving up just yet. In fact, there's going to be the jump forward from Kuroki. Disarm coming out again.
They're diving so deep.
They're going pretty deep here. There's the last as they drag back. They get the Nyx Assassin. They should be able to get this Winter Wyvern. No, the Glimpse back, saving him a little bit longer. In comes Hector, and he's looking angry. Decrepify buys Kuroki a little bit more time about. There's the damage, and there's some dual damage picked up now for the Legion. Over onto the side, Night Stalker is going to get held up, and there's so many BEASTCOAST heroes in Mind Control. He wants to find anything. He's hoping maybe he can get a couple hits off onto Stinger, but he's not going to find it. And just like that, the overextension. Don't want it up the Decrepify, keeping it alive a little bit longer. On the back line, there's the BKB coming out from Lelis. He's going to go get the duel onto Mind Control as he's just taunting him away. Can they get the kill? As the Cross in the back line, they'll be able to take down Mind Control. Are they going to be able to find this kill? There's GH, so he's trying to keep Wheel alive. He can't do it. He tried, but it's not going to be able to. And now Mind Control, he needs to be so careful. He just bought back. He can't afford to be taken down again, and he is. He's just taken out. Schofield will now fall, as it looks like Chris Luck might be running out of some of that because he's also going to fall. This overcharge doing so much. Lelis, he's trying to man fight, but I don't think he's going to be able to fight that hard. They'll use that ring. Lelis is being left behind, and perhaps they've just maybe gotten a little too aggressive. They're patiently waiting. They find Miracle. Carapace followed up, and they're gonna go in for it. No, they're not. They'll back off. Miracle just forced to kind of run around as Hector is separated from the rest of the team. They get the duel out. There's a Static Storm on top of it. They've got the BKB. There's a Chronosphere as it grabs up 4 of these different heroes as he's gonna jump right up here. Can they get the kill onto GH? GH managing to just get them out. And now Miracle, he's faced off with several of these heroes. We has his own BKB. He's trying to face off with Lelis. Get a couple of these bashes. This is not looking good right now. He's gonna try to juke. Nice bounce back. Salasso gets thrown out. Lelis, he's still alive, just barely. They lose the Disruptor. Stinger looks to be next on the list, although he'll use the Winter's Curse, try to buy himself a little bit more time, but Miracle, he's just waiting patiently. He's got Curl waiting nearby. It's just a matter of time before they lose the Wyvern. He was trying. Do they have the damage? The hit off? No. Lelis will be able to make it out.
Lelis, his ulti is running out. He won't be able to fight for a lot longer.
There's a jump. Lifestealer gets spotted. Glimpse back. Mind Control just gonna get dragged away. It's a nice Winter's Curse over here on the side. And there it is. There's the duel plus the Static Storm.
The relocate is great.
Yeah, they just go right back. And there's a Chronosphere though. And GH, they need to take him down. They need to get him separated. And I don't think they're gonna be able to do it at all time. But nope, he breaks the tether. Over on the side, GH running away. They know they have to take him out. He'll just retether off to the side of the BKB. He's still breaking ankles over here as GH eventually is gonna fall. Stinger also falling. The buyback comes out. GH wants to be a part of this. He wants to keep his team alive, keep them nice and healthy. That bash coming off over onto Hector though. He needs a little bit of help, but he's separated now from the team. Chris Luck, he's got the Ghost Scepter, buys himself just a little bit more time. Mind Control facing off with Hector on the back lines, but it's just Hector against the world right now, and it's Mind Control against the other side, but they just keep locking him down. They'll pull out the Rage. Weeha's here. There's going to be the Glimpse. It doesn't matter. Lelis will fall. And now back on the side, Hector still just trying to do whatever he can. Schofield is standing nearby. They've got that life drain to keep him nice and healthy, and now Schofield, he's stuck between so many heroes, all 5 of them. They just take him out.
In the end,
no hope for him.
Great team fight for NIGMA. Wisp, you can attack the targets that your tethered hero is attacking, so that's also pretty neat. Extra minus armor can get it being hacked.
It's the last. Do they want to commit on this though. The silence being used on a faceless Void. They're just going to bash away over at Carl. You see the Spike Carapace coming in handy though. Get the kill. Now back on the other side. Stinger trying to get away. It's just going to force stop himself right into Miracle. And there's going to be the Chronosphere getting used. Do they have the follow-up? It's looking good. Mind control. He's trying. He just cannot flap those wings fast enough. They still have the vision. They'll get the kill. Miracle though popping back out again. Gets the kill onto Stinger. There's going to be the door on the back lines. And you've got GH. He's nearby, but he can't save him. He can take it out. Now Miracle's stuck. He's got so many heroes on him right now. GH, he wants to help, but he doesn't have it. He's not going to be able to, and he's down in the reload right here. Miracle, he buys back. He's coming in. GH, though, he's not going to be able to survive this. No way, no how. Lelis getting himself a double kill.
Post-living grace of NIGMA, but so far he's been just feeding.
They're going right for it.
Lelis.
They're going right for it. They want to finish it up. They know that they don't have Weehaw. They don't have most of the team. They've got a Batrider and they've got a Lifestealer, and that's about it.
Press the attack.
Look at it. Oh my God.
On that range.
Is this how they're going to win? Okay, they use the Abyssal. They've got the Spike Carapace to jump. All right, they'll be able to go get a glimpse back. Just take it down.
Kuro,
he's got to go. TP, they drop the Static Storm, but they're a little bit off the mark. Wells, he's got his. They just want to go for the fruit. They want to go for the fruit. They're just, these ghosts are so... What is happening? They get
They got it, Mox.
They got it. BEASTCOAST managing to come back and just win game number 3, eliminating NIGMA.
Have they just eliminated NIGMA?
I can't.